Now we are. See, it's a
Oh yeah, okay, well I'm stupid. Anyway, this is the beginning of a little adventure touring American Revolutionary War sites, and this is the first one we're going to is the Battle of Minisink, and we are where are we near, Ann? What Port Jervis. Port Jervis, New York. Ann lives 30 minutes away from this. And this is Joseph Brant, who we'll be seeing. He was leading the Iroquois Native American Indians. Yes, yes, he's very prolific. He could move inside the white world and the red world, or however you want to say it, comfortably. Well, let me just read it. On July 20th, 1779, a party of 87 Tories and Iroquois Native Americans under the command of Captain Joseph Brant raided the frontier settlement of Minisink, present-day Port Jervis. The raid destroyed homes, farms, and mills and was designed to bring fear to the inhabitants. Later that day, regional militia units were called out. 2 days later, Brant and his forces met the pursuing force of the New Jersey and the New York militia, numbering 3 units with about 120 men in a bloody fight on these hills. The militia, led by Colonel John Hawthorne, which was down there, had prepared for an ambush at the ford in the Delaware River when an accidental discharge of a militiaman's gun alerted Brant to their presence. Brant then outflanked the militia on the hillside below, where you are now standing, cutting off one of the 3 units and routing the other 2. The Patriots began a rushed retreat to the top of this hill, which culminated in the final phase of the battle. Here the remaining 40 militiamen were surrounded and many were killed. Are we still in the Poconos? No? Where in the hell would we be? What kind of...
We're right on the border of Pennsylvania and New York.
Right.
You
But
want
there's...
to walk around the trail?
I'm gonna go look at that. Well, I didn't... stupid me. Didn't put proper shoes on.
It must not be that strenuous.
But we can't... Yeah, I know.
35 miles.
How much?
0.35.
Okay, in July 1779, after raiding the settlement in Minisink, loyalists and Native Americans under Mohawk Chief Joseph Brant ambushed and pursued Orange County militia. So, you are here.
And we're going to a bunch of these places, right?
Oh my God!
These stars.
Oh my God! Well, yeah,
There's
we're
Elmira.
gonna be going
Up here, right? Because Fort Stanwix.
Yeah, is that Fort Stanley?
I don't know which one is which.
I think the Mohawk Valley goes, there's the Mohawk Valley there. So we're going to be seeing all these. But we were at Saratoga, right? You know, all these things. But, okay, but what are these? What are these here?
I don't know. Doesn't tell us.
Ann!
I gotta Google Revolutionary War Heritage Trail.
Ann, yes! When we get back in the car.
We don't have any service here.
Oh, we don't have any service. Shucks. Shucks.
Maybe I do up here.
Yeah, there's 2 more sites around here. Now, 1779, later on this trip, we're going to be seeing another battle, Newtown, where the Patriots won. So, all you Patriots can enjoy that. I wish we had. Oh, there's a whole big write-up on it. Oh, I ain't sitting here reading it to you. So many brave men. I wonder where we could get here. Right here. Oh no, that's Fort Delaware. We've been by there. That's kind of a joke. And it's not open today anyway. So many brave men. Oh, there's a book written about it, Anne. History of the Battle of Minisink Ford. Life on the frontier. On the frontier. White men. Okay, the nearest settlement downriver from here was at Minisink, present-day Port Jervis. Chesapeake, present-day Cocotton to the north, was home to several loyalist families, including British spy Robert Land. Because of fear of attack, a number of patriots fled to safer places, and by 1779, very few people were living at Cushatunk. Several of the participants in this battle were former residents of Cushatunk. By the 1760s, even here on the frontier, far from the urban centers of Boston, Philadelphia, and New York, there were rumblings against the oppressive government of King George III of England. By the 1770s, calls both for independence and support of the monarchy were heard in the valley. Of course, the ones who were making money and had the land were for the crown. The frontier was largely undefended, although some houses like Fort Decker and Port Jervis were fortified. Local militias were organized to provide protection as people tried to carry on with their normal life. If a family's crop was damaged by weather, pestilence, or destroyed by the British and their allies, the results were catastrophic. Of course, In Search of Liberty, Boston Tea Party. This is a guy I like, by the author of Common Sense. Yep, Thomas Paine. In fact, at Valley Forge, Washington attributed this, I think this pamphlet, or one of his other pamphlets, as playing a large part in the winning of the Revolution. This is some neat stuff, but I can't see in here. They have bad lighting, very bad lighting. The years leading up to and including the American Revolution, which went from 1776 to 1783, were indeed the times that tried men's souls. That's Thomas Paine. There were great debates that ensued in the American colonies as to what the status of the colonies should be in relationship to the British Empire, issues of taxation, governance, and liberty. As John Adams wrote later, 1/3 of the colonists were Tories, or loyal to the King of England, 1/3 were timid, and 1/3 were true blue, or loyal to the patriotic cause. Those on both ends of the political spectrum were passionate in their beliefs.
It doesn't exist anymore, that website.
It doesn't.
Heritage.gov.
But it looks like there's a Fort Decker and Port Jervis that may be in existence. Could you look up Fort, whatever that thing is? There's a common soldier. This is a really neat.
I wish they had a.
This is a county park, Ann?
Yeah.
A New York County
I wish
park.
they had a thing for that heritage trail.
Yeah, that would be neat. It doesn't exist anymore, huh?
Well, the website is not taking anywhere.
Oh, great. That's kind of neat. Lithographs. There are 4 American militia regiments involved here, along with 1 company of associated exempts, whatever that is. They include the 2nd Regiment of Sussex County, New Jersey, the 3rd Regiment of Orange County, New York, the 4th Regiment of Orange County, the Orange County Associated Exempts. That's kind of interesting. Never heard of that before. And the 2nd or South End Regiment of Ulster County, New York. Yes, so here we go. The associate exempts were men who could ask and you shall receive. The associated exempts were men who could be called out in case of enemy invasion or were aged between 50 and 60 years old. Regular militiamen could be anywhere between 15 and 50 years old. On the British side, there were about 80 Tories in Iroquois, mostly Mohawks and Senecas. There is a common misconception that local Native Americans were involved in the battle, but that is not the case. The Oneida tribe sided with the Patriots, I've read. A militiaman's equipment included a musket, bayonet, tomahawk, steel ramrod, worm, priming wire, a cartridge box that contained 23 rounds of cartridges, 12 flints, a knapsack, a pound of powder, and 3 pounds of bullets. While the officers may have had some form of a uniform, their militiamen usually did not. They usually wore their civilian clothes. The style of dress shown here came into common use after 1775 when General George Washington ordered fringe jackets and pants for the militia units all over the country. So that would be there.
Hey Dad, I think I found them. They're all in Port Jervis, I think.
So we're going to go to Port Jervis.
So there's Fort Decker, which is right on the
Sorry,
street.
okay.
There's Megacomic Churchyard, which is Sword Burial Ground where Revolutionary War veterans are buried. And Orange Square, Veterans Memorial Park.
Cool. See, more stuff to do. Colonel John Hawthorne, the commander of the American forces, was born in Wilmington, Delaware in 1749. Hawthorne was trained to be a teacher and surveyor. He came to Warwick, New York as part of the team that surveyed the New York and New Jersey boundary. Following the battle, he rose in rank to Major General. So he survived the battle. That's interesting. Hawthorne served in the New York State Assembly for 8 two-year terms and for 8 terms in the New York State Senate. Later, he was elected to the U.S. House of Representatives. He had previously held a variety of local offices. During Hawthorne's time as Speaker of the Assembly, he met with Joseph Brant and discussed the battle that had occurred here. Hawthorne died in 1825, and this blurry image of a painting done posthumously is the only known image of him. Yeah, well, it looks kind of good here. Here's another lithograph of the battle. Here's some soldiers, I would imagine. Okay, so let's go this way. This Joseph Brant, as we've seen before. Joseph Brant, now I don't know if I can pronounce that. Thayendanegea. The most well-known of the leaders of the battle was Joseph Brant, a Mohawk Indian. He was described alternately as a savage and a distinguished and educated man. No one disagrees that he was a skilled military leader and tactician. Born south of Lake Erie in Ohio in 1743, his first military experience was at the Battle at Ticonderoga in 1758, where he served the British in the French and Indian War. A lot, as we learned in history in grade school, that a lot of the beef that the colonists had against the crown came out of the French and Indian Wars. Brant attended the Moores Indian Charity School, forerunner of Dartmouth College. Because of his connections to Sir William Johnson, who we're going to see up in the Mohawk Valley in the next 2 days, Brant became involved with the efforts of the British to subdue the American colonies. He raided the Minisink twice, first in the fall of 1778, and then 2 days before this battle took place in 1779. After the war, he settled in a village called Brantford in Canada and lived until 1807. And here is a picture of Major Samuel Meeker. Major Samuel Meeker was the third leader of the American forces. It is believed that he was from Wantage, New Jersey. While it is not known when he was born, he is believed to have died in 1802. A farmer, an ardent patriot, he was wounded at the battle, but after its start, his regiment was separated from the rest of the units. And here's, I guess this is the British or Tory, maybe. For the, oh no. I don't know who Meeker served. Well, sir. Yeah, he was a patriot. Okay, for the American side, the great leader hero of the battle was Benjamin Truston. He was born on Long Island in 1743, and in 1746 his family moved to Goshen, New York. After being educated at an academy, he trained for the profession of medicine in New York City. He married Anne Brown and began to practice medicine in Goshen in 1769. Dr. Truston was one of the first to inoculate people against smallpox. How cool. During the battle, he was injured but continued to care for the wounded men who were brought to Hospital Rock. There is a tradition that Hawthorne and Truston had a party discussion as Hawthorne left the battle at its terrible ending, and that Hawthorne urged Truston to leave and return home. Truston refused to leave the wounded men behind and was killed by Brandt's men as they rushed upon him later in the day. That's sad. So they knew how to inoculate. They knew how to inoculate smallpox as early as 17. Shoot, what did that say? 1769. Isn't that wild? You know, and then they killed Indians with smallpox.
Well, on this trail, there's just rocks. Did you see the map?
That's all it is rocks?
Well, look, they're like...
So there's really nothing to see.
Well, there's Sentinel Rock and Hospital Rock.
Well, let's go see them. We're here.
This way.
And then what is... Then there's two trails. Is that true?
There's a couple trails.
This is Woodland. This is Battleground Trail. This is pretty cool. Those facilities are quite nice for being out in the wilderness. Just to let you know, none of this is virgin forest. Everything around here and everywhere, we just looked it up and looked it up. Or where are there any virgin forests left in the lower 48s? And how many do we come up with, Ann? How many?
There were like 5 east
Five.
of the Mississippi.
5 east of the Mississippi.
Maybe more. It was about that.
Okay, now this is bullshit because now which way do we go, George? Oh, okay, follow Ann. Ann knows where she's going. Isn't that neat? Yeah, I like it. Well, this will be on my YouTube channel. It's cool. You know, when with your air conditioning and fans, with all the trees that are on your property, you really don't need a lot of...
Well, it wasn't that hot.
Right.
When you came at night,
Oh,
during the
okay.
day, it was pretty sultry.
Wasn't.
Plus, that back room that you're in doesn't get a lot of sun.
Urine? What are you talking about?
That back room that you are in.
Yes, I understand. Okay, well, there's not a lot interpretive here as to who lined up where the attack came from, like other battlefields. But I guess this is a walking. We're on a walking. That's a driving tour, but they got it chained, right? Yeah. Oh, well, see, we can do that. If I was prepared to walk.
It's up a hill. Can you do it?
Oh, sweetheart, I can do it. I could probably almost pump a bike up that. No, I couldn't. Just joking. See.
What is like this during the battle, though?
Yeah, you know, fighting up and down. All this. I guess the battle actually took place farther up here. But it said it was open at 10 o'clock. No, yeah, 10 o'clock. But they didn't open up. We could have drove up here. I don't know about Ann. She probably don't need any exercise, but I sure as the heck do. Look at the layer, that rock layer. Look at how that was formed. Isn't that wild? It's like layered, Ann. Look at that. Mother Nature. You think, doesn't that look like man-made? That's wild. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is kind of cool. Now we're at the battlefield. Although 2 attempts to recover the bodies of the fallen, I don't want, you can stay there. At Minisink Ford are recorded. This having taken place in the weeks following the battle. It was not until 1822, 45 years after the event, that the remains still lying here were gathered up and prepared for burial. They were interred beneath a small obelisk in Goshen, New York. Where's that at? We don't know. The Minisink Battle Monument, located here, was erected on the site of the militia's last stand and dedicated in 1879, the centennial of the battle. Yeah, that's when it was founded. Now we're going to go up and see.
Instead, they wanted to quarry all this stone that you were just admiring.
Oh yeah.
The
But they
battleground
didn't.
was established by the Minisink Battle Historical Society in the early 1900s to head off destruction
And,
by bluestone quarrying operations.
yeah, of course. So where do you want? Where is the obelisk?
Well, that's in Goshen, New York.
Okay, so
This
we
is
know
the
where
monument
Goshen.
that was established.
Can we go to Goshen, New York if it's close by?
Let me see how far away it is.
I bet it's not far at all.
Oh, I thought we were going to Port Jervis.
Well, let's see where. I don't know. Don't we have all day?
Yeah.
We gotta go trivia tonight. I guess it's gonna start raining on us now. My daughter is well prepared. I am not. But that's okay. What is? Port Jervis is an hour away?
No, Port Jervis is a half an hour. So they're both a half an hour. Half an hour to Port Jervis and another half an hour east.
I think we should go. Where did my glasses go? There they are. See, I can't even see what the hell I'm looking at. I mean, I can see far away. Erected, as it said, dedicated to the memory of the patriots of the Minisink region who died here July 22nd, 1779 in the defense of American liberty. Okay. That,
Take a photo of that.
you should.
Do you want to be in it?
Do you want me to be in it?
Yeah, go get anyone.
Okay, but let me, and then I'll film you. Okay, Ann.
Do a normal slide.
Okay. Because I got my teeth in.
Yeah.
My teethuses are in. Oh, God. So you know my story about losing my main teeth, my second tooth, by playing. I still think of that kid's who came up on me with his head and hit my tooth. If it wasn't for him, I'd still have teeth on top, but what the heck. Okay, what do we, here, oh, look at the names. Then we'll go to the one place and see the obelisk. That's neat that people still put stuff up, isn't it? Here, let's fix that. Oh, that's a neat one. That is too cool.
You probably put that up on the
4th of July, yeah. That is really neat. That one right there. The flag.
Yeah, I guess the original one didn't have all their names on it. So they did
Oh,
this one in 2017.
Oh, wow. Wow. That is pretty, isn't it? Pretty colors. Yeah, you know that's newer, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we still got a trail to do. I guess they have interpretive people talk about the battle, you know?
Or it's just a place to contemplate.
Do you think so? Yeah, you may be right. But how many people would be sitting around contemplating?
I mean, the amount of money they put into upkeeping this place.
Well, this is very important to the people around here still. I like it. Oh, I love this. This is pretty, isn't it?
We should be doing this next year.
What's that?
So we should be doing this next year.
At the...
What is it? The semi...
No, it would be 2029, right?
Oh, yeah. But they're doing all the like big celebrations for the 250th anniversary of the...
Oh God. I don't want to say anything on here about that.
Okay. Well, there are a lot of like small community like
yeah, that's neat.
Museums and historical societies that are have been organizing different events and celebrations that incorporate
yeah, that's neat.
diverse narratives.
The problem with filming anything, you don't get the depth. Is there such thing as a 3D video camera? Because you don't get the depth. It works pretty good. It ain't the greatest. I don't think my camera would do much better than this when I put this on my PC and then put it out to YouTube. But there's a pretty good drop there. It's not humongous. We're kind of impressed with actually underneath. Well, you can see it right there. What's underneath the moss is that. And then here I am. It's going to show me up here at this marker how the battle took place. I'm assuming. You have to give kudos to the state of New York and the county actually for maintaining this place. It wasn't much of a major battle or anything, but here's the last stand on Rocky Hill. At the initial contact at the river, Colonel Hawthorne's remaining force, about 45 men, conducted a fighting retreat until they reached high ground. Here they took up a position about 2 acres in size, Sentinel Rock, where you are now. That's Sentinel Rock right there, I take it.
Yes.
Marked the approximate southwest corner of the militia square. The battlefield monument marks the southern part of the American defensive square. Captain Brandt's men encircled them at a distance of 100 yards or less. Tradition has long held that this is the location where Brandt made his push into the heart of the militia's defensive square. So they're coming down the hill.
No.
Right? No,
they're retreating up.
No, they came up. This is where part of the line was a square and it ended down.
That's the southeast corner.
That's right, down there where we were at. So Brandt's men was coming, as I'm reading it, came down. that gave them the momentum. Anyway, Captain Brandt's men circled them at a distance of 100. Why? Why in the hell did it stop? Tradition has long held that this is the location where Brandt made his push into the heart of it. More recent research indicates that Brandt's final assault began from the northeast, not far from where's Hospital Rock. We haven't. Okay, the militia men were now in the fight of their lives, and a few would survive. Joseph Brandt wrote later, the wet rebels soon retreated, and I pursued them until they stopped upon a rocky hill around which we were employed and very busy, near 4 hours before we could drive them out. Okay, so they did not come down this way after archaeological
they
finds.
At the river. And
right, came up here, yes. Which is a smart thing to do to get the upper hand. But apparently, Brandt's men, okay, we gotta find Hospital Rock, right?
Gotta be down this.
And that's probably where that surgeon was killed.
Oh, maybe it's down this way. Let's look that way.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's this?
that's the woodland.
Yeah, we don't have to do that. That's not part of the battle. I mean, could be, but anyway. I just love walking in here, though. I think it would be fair, even if it was 90, whatever it was yesterday, 94, 90, whatever. It'd be cool in here. When I was like 12, 13, we used to go back to the woods. It would be a hot day. We couldn't even tell it. We'd be there, back there playing guns and just goofing around, cooking our beans and weenies on an open fire. That was fun. But yeah, then you come out of the woods and it's like, oh my God, is it hot? Oh, there it is. Look at that. But still they were coming, so they surrounded them, yes, which took away their height advantage, I'm assuming. But this was perfect fighting environment for Native American Indians. So I guess that surgeon was, or doctor was treating these men under the overhang. So what they're saying, Ann, is that the British were up here, Tories and...
Hospital Rock is the most historically significant place on the battleground. Once Brandt's men broke the Americans' defensive square late in the afternoon, it was in the shadow of this rock that Lieutenant Colonel Benjamin Tustin, a physician from Goshen, and 17 wounded militiamen under his care were trapped and killed by Brandt's Iroquois Native Americans and Tories. After the battle, Brandt recrossed the Delaware River and proceeded to Okaga. The militiamen who escaped the fate of Tustin made their way back to their homes.
To their homes. Continue reading, Ann.
Yeah.
No? Oh, no, I'll do it.
Okay.
So this is like Ann tried to look up this Revolutionary War Heritage Trail in New York. But anyway, Colonel Hawthorne wrote at the end, the enemy who formed their whole strength and forced the northeast part of our lines. Our people not being able to support the lines, retreating down the hill precipitously towards the river. The people this time were so scattered I found myself unequal to rally them again. Consequently, every male made a choice of his own way. And then Joseph Brandt reported that he pursued them until they... Oh, we already read that. Oh, no, it's not. Near 4 hours before we could drive. Okay, we read that. We had taken 40 odd scalps and one prisoner, a captain, I suppose the enemy have lost near half of their men and most of their officers. They all belong to the militia and were about 150 in number. It doesn't talk about what captain they made prisoner of, did they? Here's another bench you can contemplate the battle. Anyway, I think that's it. Well, let's continue on, because what did they estimate the square to be?
An acre.
An acre. Yep. So that's here. Yeah. Okay. Then we're continuing on. Some savage stuff, Ann. This may take us down to the where the cars at.
You don't think it'll take us back to that mountain?
Oh, it could.
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, okay.
Well, though it doesn't look like it's going over there, though. You're right, it might go down.
It may. Maybe not. But you think Maine's full of rocks? Gee, Manetly. That's why when I was up here the last time and seen the rock walls, and then we found out that that those things are older. The rock walls in your yard are older than all get out, and they're all over. They're all over the county, which is typical what farmers did.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we are going down.
Going down.
I hope I don't
You
fall.
okay?
I hope I don't fall being 70 years old. I need. I forgot my walking stick too, and my shoes are in my. What an idiot. Well, that's being 70 years old. Being an idiot. Huh?
I'm wearing rain boots.
Yeah, you know what the hell. I had one because when we were going out west with Tom and Skip, I bought me a poncho, but I can't find the damn thing. It wasn't as good as what you have on now, though. This is some cheap ass thing. That is nice.
The pocket, so
yeah.
Using it, it's small.
So this is where they were running down after they ran up, and now they're running down. Oh yeah, look at that. A newt? Is that a newt?
I don't know, a salamander maybe?
Salamander. Now see, I can't see. Where's my glasses? We're all into this.
He's really cool. Hi, little guy.
We don't know. It's a lizard of some sort.
Or a salamander. No, I don't know if it's a salamander.
Doesn't it look like a lizard, though? I mean, some kind of a lizard.
I don't know. He's got little orange dots on him.
Here.
It's cute.
Come here. Okay. Good eyes, Ann. Let's move that in a little bit more. There. That's how I like it. Yep, so we are from where we drove up from the Delaware River. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, so this is a multi-purpose park. One for hiking a little bit. It is interesting though, isn't it?
Well, so there's another rock shelter, and that trail takes you to it.
Well, we've seen one.
Yeah.
We're here for the battle. Uh-oh, my glasses.
I see them.
Oh, thank you. Thanks. And that's another thing I'm pissed off about. I probably should have just got my cataracts taken out, and then got a better prescription, or a new prescription, I should say, and just went and kept wearing glasses instead of I mean, I really like driving without glasses. I like
readers.
all the, yeah, there's all cheaters. I have to have two though. I have to have one for the computer and one for reading or anything close up. So I found a magnifying. There's a deer. Sees us.
That's private property, the deers are.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, she knows that.
Hi, she sees us now.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
We ain't gonna hurt you, honey. We ain't gonna hurt you.
Oh,
There they go.
We had a baby.
So I found out that there are black bear. Oh, this isn't right. There, that's better. You know what would have been neat if I really wanted to do this professionally is getting a GoPro that you know, once you're walking, it's got a gyro in it and it maintains stability. When I was riding my bike, I thought that would be kind of a neat idea.
Why didn't you do that?
To ride your, they're 450 bucks.
Yeah, you have.
I know I have 450 bucks, but you know, so people who do that kind of stuff have a legitimate YouTube channel where they want to make money off of it, right? I could give a rat's ass about making any money. And this stuff is so unprofessional, it's pathetic. You know, I'm not an artiste. I have, what do I have? I have this in my phone to record.
Do you have any subscribers?
Yeah.
How many?
3.
3?
And you didn't subscribe, you little
I
shit.
don't subscribe to anything.
Well, subscribe to mine, and you'll see new photos. It's all war shit, mostly.
I know, and I probably don't want to
Don't like it. Yeah, I know. Because I'm boring. But some people do. Yeah, I had a really good response to my Reno at the Battle of Little Bighorn. I'd like 13,000 views. Or 10,000. Or maybe it was only 1,000. I don't remember. Anyway, that's Minisink Battlefield. We're going to go see a little bit more. We want to see the obelisk and a fort, hopefully. Or where the fort was. Anyway, I'm quitting this one now. How far down?
So we're here. Zane Grey is here. It looks like the next. Well, it looks like.
So where would you?
We could
you could go in
Berryville.
here, right?
No, we're right here. Oh yeah,
I know.
you could go in here, but that's
Right.
a short. That's really short.
Yeah, go from there.
That would take like 20 minutes.
Yeah, but here.
You could go here to here.
And then how far down?
Zane Grey's right here.
Oh.
Well, or we could do 10 Mile. We've done
Yeah.
this to this.
Right.
10 Mile.
Oh, you did
here.
that already.
Yeah, we've done this to this.
Okay.
And
And then
we've
it's
done-
flowing this way?
Yeah, and we've done this
Okay.
to this. We've done this
cool.
to this and this to this.
And how long did it take you to do those?
Not very long, a couple hours.
So we're at the upper Delaware. Downriver is where George and his men cross. Down in New Jersey.
So there's Port Jervis, Dad, and we're here.
Oh,
So we're
okay,
going to
that's
follow
where
the
we're
river all the way down.
going. How cool. Terrible collision on the Erie Railroad. 1864, which is kind of odd. African American working on the road. Most canal workers are men from Germany and Ireland. However, many women, children, and black workers were also employed by the D&H Canal. And there's the canal. Is that the roadway? Yeah, there. Yeah. Well, they
getting ready to go.
They have that picture up there, don't they? Yeah, we did this the last time I was here, and I don't know if I posted that on YouTube. Anyway, we're going to come down here and take a look at the river close up.
I see an eagle.
You see one?
No, I
Oh,
said
we
we
said
might
might
see.
see an eagle. Well, this is where the eagle was, wasn't? I mean,
Oh,
how far up is
that
Nah,
side.
we're pretty far down, aren't we? We were just talking, Ann, and oh shit, the battery's going already. Ah, jeez.
I need a new one.
I plugged that one in on my charger, and it went green fairly quick, where these things usually don't. So
Your battery might be going bad.
this is true too. Yeah, I got my phone. But see if we see any white in the trees. This is gonna go soon. I don't know about this camera. It's probably better just to use your phone. But using a phone, if you want a landscape, it gets to be a pain in the ass, because you don't know if you got it upside down or right side up or what have you. Does Joe fish when he? Oh, what's down there? There was something. Is those duckies down there? Going around the corner. I seen splashing down there. Well, this is a place where you can jump in with your canoe or kayak. So Joe and Ann kayak down here. Does Joe fish as he kayaks?
We tried that once in a lake, and it was awkward because we don't
Really?
have fishing kayaks.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I'm going to turn this thing off. But this is the Upper Delaware River. And I think I posted the one with the canal. We drove through the canal, which was actually water. Interesting. Anyway, turning it off. So, anyway, I don't know if I got the, yeah, I did. Anyway, here's a marker. I can't get any internet access to run my app. But we're along Delaware River, and there was a canal system through here. I gotta change out my battery. We had to stop here at the Hawk's Nest. 1859, one lane dirt road. 1931-33, road was paved. 39, official dedication. 2002 dedication, Upper Delaware.
That sounds like a CCC project. It was done
Yeah.
in the 30s.
But see the rock wall? This is neat. Of course, everybody's got to come out here and fuck around with paint. But anyway, you are beautiful. Look at that. We are beautiful. See, it says you are beautiful. But I'm gonna go bring it in, and I want you to see. We're thinking that the conservation CCCs, civil whatever. Why am I missing it? How come I'm missing this stuff? See the rock wall that goes all the way around, and then we're gonna do this. I want to get it to where I'm looking at it. I don't know about this camera anymore. Look how windy the Delaware River is. There's people boating down there. We're kind of like on a pull off. This is what Delaware looks like. Kind of reminds me of, Ann kind of spoke up too. The Blue Ridge Parkway. There's some good rapids down there, Ann. Huh? That is neat. Let's zoom in there. It's a dreary day. I'm not so sure about this camera though. This thing sucks. I don't know. Look at that. Doesn't that look too like bright or something? Doesn't it? It just doesn't look right. It may look better, but that water is beautiful.
Those people.
That water looks beautiful, the color of it. Well, I can go farther than that. A little shaky though, always shaky. I can probably go even farther in. No, that's the best I can do. It's chilly out here now. Okay, let's go. It's neat though. I hope I didn't mess this thing up. This is Fort Decker, which we're going to go and learn about. There's something over here, but I don't know if you can... Where are we at now? What's the name of this? Port Jervis. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Can you see it, guys? This relic of the battlefield contains rock on which they died. Science and art has here revealed how the colonists were tried, how their homes were rent asunder, how pressed in captivity by Brant's quest for scalps and plunder, how they bought our liberty. The sculptor's tribute to his townsmen's valor was erected 1918 by George Beck FC, whatever that means. And for all who fight that right may emerge freed from the curse of the autocracy's source. That. In honor of colonial heroes who fought at the Minisink Ford. This has something to do with Minisink. Yeah. In this town of Highland, New York, for our liberty in July 1779.
We're not
Did they move this?
Yeah. Because this is a historical society.
What's that?
This is the historical society owns this property.
This is not the fort. Not the fort. They did not fight out of here. They aren't open. Minisink Valley Historical Society, welcome to Fort Decker. Fort Decker is the oldest building within the Port Jervis city limits. It was burned in July 1779 by Mohawk Indian Joseph Brant and his military forces during the Revolutionary War. In the 1820s, the house served as a hotel during, it was a 1978 purchase. What's the fort?
So it was rebuilt? It said it was burned.
Well, the wood parts burned, right? I can't say that. Chapter. Daughters of the Revolution of Port Jervis places tablet to mark the fort burned by the Indians and Tories under the command of Joseph Brant in the year 1779, rebuilt in 1793. Decker Fort, home of Martinus Decker, burned by Brant's raiders. July, weird, rebuilt, Isn't this too cool? Now it's starting to rain.
Part of that whole campaign.
You know what's weird? I gotta get out of this rain. It's not good. Not good. Now I gotta run to my car. See? Oh, forehand. Okay. Hopefully we get, I'm going to turn this off, but I'd like to get a shot from across the street. Okay, we're at Fort Decker. I don't know if I even got all this. I hate this. Yeah, I think it was recording. Well, anyway, here's a good shot of it from across the street at Old West Main and West Main Street. But we were just discussing this. It seems like they would build a strong house such as this and use it as a fort for surrounding cabins. Not sure what this is about. Oh, this is a World War II. People who died during World War II. Anyway, this is part of the trail that we can't seem to find any information on, but we're going to be doing all that. I think I showed you this, but I think we know a little bit more about it. These are all the red. They're all has to do with in New York State. That has to do. That's Fort Niagara, right? Yeah, we were there. Remember? Yeah. Remember? But that was more about the French and Indian War when we were there.
I think we missed whatever site that was.
Yeah.
Because we were there.
We can catch that on the way back. Well, now where are we going now? Down here? No.
It's New York City.
Yeah, Jesus criminy. Well, which one, where's the next one?
Well, it was further north.
Where's the obelisk?
Oh, that's over here.
Okay, we're going to go see the obelisk.
Well, I don't know if that's that, because that's Poughkeepsie, so it might not be that.
That is so far over.
Yeah, I don't know if it's on this trail.
We're going to see the obelisk though. Okay, now this thing's acting like it wants to work. Let's walk over here. We're still in Port Jervis. And here's a Indian raid church built 1743, and this site was burned and raided by Joseph Brandt's Mohawks and Tories around the same time. And then we're going to be going down there, and there's actually something else over here. So I'm going to try to get that. And I'll read that when I get home. My glasses fell off in the car. I have no idea why this camera is acting like this. Ridiculous. It's making me mad. Why it's doing this. It just doesn't, the colors don't look right. What the hell is it doing? I don't like this camera anymore. Had enough of it. I don't know what the hell it's doing. It's supposed to be zooming out. Now it's zooming in. Zoom out. 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 Like right there. There we go. We're hoping we're at the same place. This camera's color looks terrible. The blue is so much bluer, and this makes it look like it's turquoise. I don't know about this crap. Old Mine Road. Oldest 100-mile road in America. Built by Dutch miners before 1664. From Kingston to that's where Ann lived, to copper mines near Delaware Water Gap. And Port Jervis named down here. Engineer who built D&H Canal, Indian name or Minisink. First settler 1690. There you go. See, I'm not paying attention to this camera. And that's what this looks like. So we understand that some of the soldiers, patriots who fought at Minisink Battle are buried here. But, oh, really? Cool. That's his small stone?
Well, it's a newer stone. Oh, I don't know. One of these might be the original.
Okay.
They put a new one.
Oh, okay. Well, this is for Fort Decker. That's pretty cool. See, you can't read any of these things out. Make sure I don't get killed.
Nothing here that tells you that Revolutionary War soldiers are
Yeah, we were brought here on false premises. Hold it. What's that? We never read that.
It's talking about that word that I can't pronounce.
Yeah.
It's a ministry.
So that's, well, there's Revolutionary War there. And see, I believe that badge. Okay.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. I wish we could say that we're burying ground, the burial place of the pioneers and early settlers in the vicinity, many of them in unmarked graves. Cole's Fort, built in 1755, was located about 100 feet northwest. We don't know nothing about that. What are these actually? Yep, they are. Well, there's nobody. Those are actually Revolutionary War placards.
But I think where you see those, that's where a Revolutionary War appears.
You're right. Over here, and they're starting to put newer ones up, huh? Abraham Winfield, 1776, a soldier of.
It got buried.
And it got
They all
buried.
say the same thing, but I don't think that's when he actually died.
No.
I think they all just say 7076.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean that any of these were at the Battle of Minisink.
Yeah.
So we're kind of.
Because no, Dad, all those people were moved to Goshen, which we are going to after.
We are going there, where the obelisk is.
Yes.
Okay, so we're spending time here, but it was okay coming here. But there was Fort Cole over there, and I'm not sure what that was all about. But I got that about the Indian raid. So they did raid here, and around the same time as the battle in this vicinity. Anyway, I'm going to turn this off. Enough is enough. So we're still in Port Jervis, and we come across this disturbing marker.
They want to restore it.
We're in Goshen, and the monument that I'm about to show you to the 46 patriots who lost their lives, here they want to restore it, and they're at there. And anybody want to contribute? Okay. There's some men who died. I think we've seen this list. But let's pan back because it's quite impressive. But I want to go in front of it. See, you would think that nobody gives a rat's ass about history anymore. Okay, so here we go. It's beautiful. Look at, there's a See, it's all falling apart. That's a damn shame. From the battle that we were at, they still live there. And then Lady Liberty, I guess, is up top with an anchor. Looks like an anchor. There. It's impressive. It's beautiful. But where are they buried? Here? So all those soldiers who died are all buried here. You would think that that would be something that the government, some form of the government would pay for. And then there's a Civil War monument over here. So we're going to take a picture of that, but let me go back here and I'll turn around and you can see the whole monument, hopefully. Yes, you can see the whole monument. I could put my glasses on if I brought them. I didn't. I didn't bring my glasses. But we're walking up to this monument. Hopefully we don't get hit by anybody. But that's pretty impressive. Yeah.
So, if only in New York State, Governor also today directed that flags on all state government buildings be flown at half-staff in honor of NYPD officer.
Oh, okay. Who was killed?
Islam and the victims of the 7/28 shooting in the office building in Midtown Manhattan.
From the NFL player? No, this is the Civil War, huh?
Oh,
What Company B, Company A, Company B, Colonel A. Van Horn Ellis. What regiment? Died for the Union. What regiment?
124th New York.
Okay, 124th New York Infantry. Okay. We're gonna look at that. That's pretty daggone impressive. Think that's a Napoleonic 12-pounder, Ann? I'm not sure. Well, here, Company D and E. All these died. Wow. I wonder when it was formed. Good Lord, look at that. Daggone. I wonder, do they have the battles that they fought in?
Why is there no Company J?
Because there's no such thing as Company J.
Well, they skipped a lot.
Really? Another. I think that's a Napoleonic, or Napoleon. 12-pounder, not Napoleonic. But, okay. Well, it would be neat to see what battles they all fought in, because there's a lot of people who died. This is the dumbest thing.
It says it's the world's oldest continuously operating harness racing.
Oh, and they're still doing it.
Yeah.
Huh. And there's a picture of
Been
it.
on the Grand Circuit since
And you are here.
1911.
We're right there. Where's the building at?
Ulysses S. Grant visited the track in 1873.
Huh. So it's
I don't know if we're
there's the
allowed-
grandstand there.
I don't know if we're allowed in there though. It doesn't say
don't know.
the open light is not.
We could draw. Well, that's it. It's still operational, which is kind of interesting. Okay, done with that. There's an interesting tidbit of history here. And Rawlins was his attaché during the war. He wrote a book on, I read the book.
So he died
on Grant.
and left his children to President Grant?
I guess. And this is the house.
So that says that he was a guest in this house.
Yeah.
Watched the trotters race over his
Right in the
horse's
back.
track from the
Yeah, and
barn
the
in
trotter, and that's right there.
Yeah, you can see
So he could have watched it from up top. If there's one in the back. Well, that is cool. Neat history. I'm glad we walked down here, Ann. Now we're at the Newtown battlefield, and there it tells the story. Dedicated to those of the Iroquois Indians, the British Army, and the Continental Army who died at the Battle of Newtown, August 29th, 1779. So, following, Minisink was prior to this battle, and the British won at Minisink. Here's the monument to that battle. I think we have to walk up the steps, yeah. After this, we're going to see if we're going to go into Elmira, and I'm pretty sure we'll be able to find it. But that is where Mark Twain, Samuel Clemens wrote Tom Sawyer. Ha! Okay, that's just... It's not really telling us much about the battle. This is near the site. Sunday, August 29th, 1779 was fought the Battle of Newtown between Continental troops commanded by Major General John Sullivan and a combined force of Tories and Indians under General John Butler and, of course, Joseph Brant. Avenging the massacres of Wyoming and Cherry Valley, destroying the Iroquois Confederacy, ending attacks on our settlements, and thereby opening westward the pathway of civilization, of course. Because only white men can have civilization. Whatever. It's crazy. Okay. It's pretty impressive, but there's other things to see, so I'm just gonna mosey on down the hill and see what this sign says. So anyway, Minisink battlefield took place prior to this, and those two that they so again, I'm not sure if we're in the Mohawk. Oh, this don't tell you anything hardly.
Dad, I think maybe we should have went that way.
Why is that?
Because that road that comes around here. So maybe we should go do that.
Oh, okay. Let's go do that.
After this.
Okay. But there ain't nothing here. That's nothing. Okay, we're gonna stop this. Brigadier General William Maxwell, New Jersey. Over here is Brigadier General. Am I doing this right? Doesn't that look weird? What's going on? That don't look right. Brigadier General James Clinton, New York. Brigadier General Enoch Kapoor, New Hampshire. Now it's telling all about it. We know about
All the same stuff we've been reading.
Is it?
Divided people.
Yeah, I don't have to go over there. I just run past it, but it'll show Newtown here. Anyway, in 1778, the British government encouraged loyal colonists and Native American allies to attack frontier settlements. In July, Major John Butler led an attack on the so we're in the Wyoming Valley, leaving more than 300 patriots, soldiers dead, and by Butler's estimate, 1,000 homes destroyed. The July attack there's Brant up there again. The July attacks in the Wyoming Valley and the November deaths of women and children at Cherry Valley left the most enduring impressions of the frontier warfare of 1778. Many New York communities panicked and demanded help. Congress concluded that only a major offensive expedition can successfully protect the frontier communities. Look at all the attacks, geez. It's pretty amazing. But this battle took place in 1779. This talks about the divided people, which we already know about. And then here is the Sullivan campaign. July 31st to October 15, 1779. One of the Revolutionary War's largest campaigns. Congress and General George Washington planned a major offensive campaign against the Seneca, Cuyahoga, and Loyalists in 1779. Washington chose Major General John Sullivan to lead the expedition up the Susquehanna River, while Brigadier General James Clinton led another smaller expedition from Albany. When Clinton joined Sullivan at Tioga, the force totaled approximately 5,000 Continental soldiers. The only major battle of the campaign occurred here at Newtown on August 29, 1779. Sullivan's army then proceeded through the Finger Lakes, not the Five Finger Lakes, the Finger Lakes, destroying more than 40 Seneca and Cuyahoga villages and burning vast quantities of crops. Thousands of Seneca and Cuyahoga refugees sought relief at British-held Fort Niagara, and that winter many died of starvation exposure. The huge cost of caring for so many displaced Native Americans increased the war's growing unpopularity in Great Britain. That's interesting. Clinton's Brigade at Conner-Jahari.
Minisink was part of this, but it's not.
Well, that was 1777.
Oh, I thought that was also 79.
Oh no, it was 1779. Yes, and that was right around in here. But
it's not part of this campaign.
No, it was just one of the attacks on the frontier where militia went to but this is what they were actually going. I said Minisink was, but Minisink happened to right around all this.
Yeah.
What happened here, these massacres here, and the battle here, I would assume was probably around the same time. Well, thanks. The Battle of Newtown, August 29, 1779, the major battle of the Sullivan campaign to protect the village of Newtown. About 600 Native American warriors, 200 loyalists, a handful of British soldiers erecting camouflage a half-mile-long breastwork of logs in the village overlooking a creek. Being to surprise Sullivan's men as they advanced, lookouts were posted at the top of the mountain behind the breastworks to attack Sullivan's army if the opportunity arose. Sullivan's scouts, however, detected the trap. Anyway, I got other people that want to read, so I quit. Look at that. Look at how high up. They had to walk all the way up. $500 to 600 feet above the river. And
what river is that?
Susquehanna, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they said it's not the Susquehanna? I thought that's what they said it was. Anyway, let's take a look at the...
That's what they were marching up from.
Here's the valley. But we're way, way up. Was a... You know, I'm going to go back and read this. Sullivan sent 2 brigades under Generals Enoch Ford and James Clinton on a long, sweeping march to capture the mountain and cut off their enemies' retreat. Ford's men rushed to the summit, fired and scattered the lookouts. Meanwhile, Sullivan's artillery and threat of encirclement caused the loyalists and warriors to abandon the breastwork and withdraw to the mountain somewhere below the summit. They collided with the left wing of Ford's brigade, and the battle's fiercest fighting. A running fight ensued for more than a mile along the mountain as loyalists and Native Americans made their escape. It is the park part of the battlefield. Since the battle's centennial in 1879, people have disagreed on the exact location of the battle's key events and whether any fighting took place near the present day monument. Nobody knows for certain, but chances are good that it did. Sullivan and many of his officers described the route of Ford's and Clinton's brigades associated fighting as passing over the top or summit of a very large hill or mountain. Regardless, the top of this mountain has always been a key landmark and description of the battle. Okay. Newtown's defenders include roughly 600 Seneca, Cuyahoga, and other Native American warriors, about 200 Loyalist Rangers, and a few red-coated British of the 8th Regiment from Fort Niagara. Major John Butler commanded his own Rangers and acted as an advisor to the rest of his allies, making the overall direction of Newtown's defense a somewhat democratic effort. Okay, that's it.
Enoch Forest here, is this like
Yeah.
gravesite
I do
or
have no idea, or if it's just
memorial
a
marker?
something or other. Yeah, a monument to the people. So we're done. We are absolutely done. Now we're going to go down and see if we can find Mark Twain's house. We believe this is the Oneida flag. That's kind of cool. We are in Elmira, New York, near Elmira College. Or university. I don't know if it's a college. College, huh? And we're on our way, because there's not a lot of parking allowed on this street, to go see where Mark Twain wrote Tom Sawyer. It's pretty college. Maybe. Well, it has to be some, I mean, there's got to be something here. Hopefully they saved his, there it is. I bet you it's that building right there. No. Are you getting close? Are we getting close? We're getting closer and closer. I'm going to turn this off until we get there. I want to get this right over. It's neato. It's a neato thing. It's by the corner here. Getting a lot of exercise here. Getting tons of exercise. Apparently, where he wrote it is inside the college grounds, is what it looks like from Google Maps. Mark Twain, one of my most favorite people in the whole wide world. He wrote a sacrilegious spiel. Oh, see, we could have parked right there. Spiel on called Letters from Earth. You can get it on the internet. It's a fairly quick read. It's a neat. Wikipedia has a really cool write-up on it and the history of it. How did 32-year-old Samuel Clemens Mark Twain. Oh, I'm sorry, shouldn't I read it?
Go ahead.
Well, look at that. That's still there. That's right.
That's the study. That's where he wrote
Oh, that's where he wrote it. Oh, not in the building and back.
No.
That's pretty cool. Well, I want to read it.
Then read it.
Well, you went.
Well, 'cause I was reading it in my head.
Oh, okay.
And then just go
So
ahead.
I'm not going to do it then. Image of Elmira's Olivia Langdon while traveling on the Quaker City steamer, a cruise ship chartered to visit Europe and the Holy Land. Clemens was on board to report the journey. While traveling, Clemens met Olivia's younger brother, 17-year-old Charles Langdon, and the two became friends. Charlie showed Samuel a picture of his older sister, 22-year-old Livy. Much later, a courtship began and marriage followed on February 2nd, 1870. So it was a woman that brought him here. Okay, great. The study in 1874. Oh, what the hell. I won't read it.
It's just
But
a
that's
lot.
pretty cool.
Well,
The loveliest study you ever saw, but I wonder what
Suzanne
surrounded
Grade
it.
had a small octagonal study built for her brother-in-law,
Okay.
Samuel,
Above the main house. Yeah. And where's the house? Underneath that?
I guess it might be gone now. We have to keep reading.
But okay, so they're moving it, but I don't see it on top of anything.
Okay,
Right.
so you have to read it.
Yeah, I know.
Because they lived
I'll read
with
it when I
the
go home.
older sister and her husband at their home, Quarry Farm.
Yeah.
Quarry Farm was located on an east hill overlooking the Chemung River.
Ah.
Okay. And so
he was
able
overlooking
to-
at the river
Yes.
and this while he wrote.
So maybe they moved it here?
Yeah, apparently they moved it here. This was on top of a house. Okay, now that makes sense. Well, if I would have kept reading, I would have done it. Welcome to Mark Twain's study. Watch your step. I don't think they're going to let us go in, but we can look in. Mark Twain's study. It's not open. Monday through Friday, 10. Yeah. Okay, but we can look in. So he's overlooking the river, and he's wrote Mark Twain. I think maybe he wrote more of that here. I wonder if you can see that stuff. Yeah, you can see. It's pretty cool. I don't think that was his umbrella, but it might be. They got donations and such. Looks like his handwriting there. We don't have to go in. We've seen everything we want to see. He had his own little chimney up there, fireplace up in the attic. It's neat, Ann. Oh, you're not Ann. You're Ann, huh?
1952.
What's that?
It was moved here in 1952.
Oh, okay. Oops, sorry. And there's 1874. Mark Twain watering trough. See if there's any more around here. You want me to get you up there? Huh, Ann? No. Okay, I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to either. That's pretty cool. I wonder what the, I guess I could look it up. Study. Yeah. That was worth the stop. Again, well, just state it. He wrote.
Major portions of his best-known works, including The Adventures of Finn, Life on the Mississippi, and A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court.
Right. Okay.
Because he spent summers here.
He spent summers here with his wife's fam. With his wife. No, we're gonna go that way.
Yes, they brought their family.
He wrote Tom Sawyer, other novels, and a study when summering in Elmira.